We have all seen them. The big, heavy motorcycles that look like they belong in a retirement home. You think they are slow. You think they are boring. But guess what? You are wrong. There is a secret class of sleeper bikes designed to deceive. They look like dad bikes, but they hide drag strip engines. We found 12 monsters that look gentle but will rip your arms off. From American baggers to European tours, we reveal the exact specs and prices. Gentlemen, do not be fooled again. Number 12, Harley-Davidson Road Glide ST. We start our countdown with the king of the American highway. To the uninitiated, the Harley-Davidson Road Glide looks like a barge. It has a massive fixed fairing that looks like a shark nose. It has hard saddlebags that can hold a week's worth of groceries. It weighs a crushing 842 pounds. And when you sit on it at idle, the entire bike shakes like a washing machine full of bricks. It feels heavy. It feels clunky. It feels like it wants to cruise at 55 miles per hour forever while listening to classic rock. But do not let the Dad Glide appearance fool you. The ST badge stands for Sport Touring, and Harley isn't joking. This bike is built to shred. Deep within the frame beats the heart of a Milwaukee 8 117 V-twin engine that is nearly 2 liters of displacement. It pumps out 127 foot-pounds of torque. That is not horsepower, that is earth-moving force. It hits you instantly, right off idle, launching this massive machine forward with a violence that defies physics. Speaking of price, these are premium models, so look for them at authorized Harley dealerships or high-end used inventory. A brand new model will cost you $30,000. If you hunt for a used one, expect to pay between $24,000 to $28,000. But what if you don't want a heavy American sled? What if you want something that looks like it belongs in a museum but accelerates like a modern superbike? Number 11, Triumph Speed Twin 1200. At first glance, this bike looks like a relic from the 1960s. It has a flat bench seat, it has twin rear shocks, it has a round headlight and retro gauges. It looks like a modern classic, designed for hipsters to ride to the coffee shop at 30 miles per hour while checking their beard oil. It looks polite, it looks gentle, it looks like it should leak oil and struggle to hit highway speeds. Do not be fooled. Triumph took the high-power engine from the Thruxton R Cafe Racer and stuffed it into this unassuming chassis. It uses a 1,200 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine. It makes 99 horsepower and 83 foot-pounds of torque, but the numbers don't tell the story. The torque is available immediately. It pulls harder from a stoplight than almost any 600 cubic centimeter sport bike on the market. It will do 135 miles per hour, but the wind blast will try to rip your helmet off because it is a naked bike. Ergonomically, it is surprisingly sporty. The foot pegs are slightly rear set. The handlebars are low and flat. You are engaged. It feels small, dense, and muscular beneath you. It doesn't feel like an old bike. It feels like a coiled spring waiting to snap. You can find these on Facebook Marketplace and Triumph forums, which are great places to find used models from previous years. A brand new one lists for $13,000. Used ones can be snatched up for $9,000 to $11,000. Help us favor the algorithm and like this video. The Triumph is subtle, but our next bike is about as subtle as a punch in the face. It is a Japanese cruiser built to humiliate Harley-Davidson. Number 10, Suzuki Boulevard M109R. This is the bike that Suzuki built to punch Harley in the face. It is absolutely massive. It has a 240mm rear tire that looks like it came off a steamroller. It has a headlight nacelle that looks like a futuristic locomotive. It weighs 764 pounds. It looks like a slow, heavy cruiser designed for posing at bike nights. But underneath that chrome is an engine derived from Suzuki's drag racing program. It features an 1,800 cubic centimeter V-twin. That is 1.8 liters. It has massive pistons the size of dinner plates. Some of the largest pistons in any production motorcycle engine. It makes 128 horsepower and 118 foot-pounds of torque. It is a monster. It hits 145 miles per hour. This is the power cruiser. It is designed for one thing: traffic light domination. You pull up, the light turns green, and you unleash the torque. It shreds that massive rear tire effortlessly, leaving black lines on the pavement. Muscle Mike says he has destroyed clutches on sport bikes trying to keep up with his M109E from 0 to 60. He says the sheer violence of the launch feels like being shot out of a cannon. These have been in production for years, so Craigslist and Cycle Trader are full of them. A brand new model costs $16,000. Used ones are a bargain at $7,000 to $10,000. Quick question. Do you always buy a new motorcycle or only used ones? Let us know the answer and why in the comments. We have seen American muscle and Japanese power, but the next bike is the ultimate dad bike. If you think adventure bikes are slow, you are about to be proven wrong. Number 9. BMW R1250 GS. This is the bike you see parked at Starbucks on Sunday mornings. It has aluminum panniers covered in stickers from places the rider has never been. It looks tall, goofy, and agricultural. It has a beak. It looks like a tractor on 2 wheels. You assume the rider is 55 years old and wearing a high-visibility yellow vest and sipping a latte. But the R1250 GS is arguably the most capable motorcycle ever built. And on a twisty road, it is a superbike killer. It uses the famous Boxer twin engine with shift cam technology. This is variable valve timing. At low RPMs, it is smooth and gentle, but open the throttle and the cam profile changes, unleashing 136 horsepower and 105 foot-pounds of torque. It does 130 miles per hour with ease, even fully loaded with luggage and a passenger. Ergonomically, it is perfection. You sit high and upright. The handlebars are wide, giving you incredible leverage to throw the bike into corners. The suspension is electronic and active, erasing bumps that would unsettle a sport bike. BMW dealerships often have certified pre-owned models. These bikes hold their value incredibly well. A brand new one starts at $24,000. Used ones range from $16,000 to $20,000. The BMW is fast, but our next bike took the fight directly to Harley-Davidson and brought a gun to a knife fight. Number 8. Indian Challenger. Indian looked at the Harley Road Glide and said, "We can make it faster." The Indian Challenger looks like a traditional bagger. It has the hard bags, the fairing, and the massive infotainment system. It looks like a couch, but under the tank sits the Power Plus engine, and it lives up to its name. This is a liquid-cooled V-twin, making 122 horsepower and 128 foot-pounds of torque. Unlike the air-cooled competition, this engine loves to rev. It spins up fast. It has overhead camshafts. It is a performance engine hidden in a cruiser frame. This is the performance bagger. It dominates the King of the Baggers racing series for a reason. If you want comfort but refuse to sacrifice adrenaline, this is the bike. Challenger Charlie says he tested rode a Harley and then the Indian. He bought the Indian immediately. He says the engine feels like a V8 muscle car, pulling hard all the way to the red line without running out of breath. Indian dealerships carry used inventory, often trade-ins from Harley riders switching over. A new one costs $26,000. Used ones go for $19,000 to $23,000. From American muscle, we move to Japanese precision. If you see this next bike in your mirrors, you probably hit the brakes out of pure instinct. Number 7. Yamaha FJR 1300. If you see this bike in your rearview mirror, you probably hit the brakes. Why? Because it looks exactly like a police bike. It is big, white, or silver and has massive panniers. It looks like a boring government-issue tool for writing speeding tickets. But there is a reason the cops ride them. They are intercontinental ballistic missiles. It features a 1,298 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine. It makes 142 horsepower. It is shaft-driven, meaning the power delivery is instant and smooth. It feels like a turbine. This is the Highway Interceptor. It is perfect for crossing state lines in record time. It eats miles. It is stealthy speed. Interceptor Ian says he rides his FJR cross-country every year. He loves how smooth it is. He says you look down at the speedometer thinking you are doing 60 and you are actually doing 100. It is dangerously smooth. These have been around forever. Cycle Trader has hundreds of them. Avoid the ex-police bikes unless you like high mileage. A brand new one is $18,000. Used ones are a bargain at $6,000 to $12,000. The Yamaha is stealthy, but our next bike looks like an alien insect that escaped from Area 51. Number 6. KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. This bike looks ridiculous. It looks like a giant orange insect. It is incredibly tall. It has plastic cladding everywhere. It looks like a dirt bike that ate too many cheeseburgers. You look at it and think, that thing must be wobbly and slow on the street. You would be dead wrong. This is arguably the fastest bike on this entire list, from 0 to 100. It houses the LC8 V-twin engine. It makes 160 horsepower. Yes, you read that right. 160 horsepower in an adventure bike. It has 103 foot-pounds of torque. It wheelies in 4th gear. It is electronically limited to 160 miles per hour, largely to keep the tires from disintegrating. Ergonomically, it is a skyscraper. You sit on top of the world. The seat height is adjustable, but high. The legroom is infinite. It is incredibly comfortable for tall riders. Check KTM dealers and adventure bike forums. A new one costs $21,000. Used ones range from $13,000 to $17,000. We would like to know your age and what you ride. Let us know in the comments. Number 5. Honda Goldwing DCT. The Goldwing is the butt of every joke. It is the couch on wheels. It is the Winnebago. It has a reverse gear, heated seats, and a stereo system. It weighs 800 pounds. It looks like it should be driven by someone who is actively asleep. But the new generation Goldwing is a marvel of engineering. It uses a 1,833 cubic centimeter flat 6 engine, like a Porsche 911. It produces 98 horsepower, which sounds low, but it makes 125 foot-pounds of torque right off idle. And it uses a dual clutch transmission. It shifts faster than you can think. It is limited to 112 miles per hour, but it gets to 60 in 3.4 seconds. That is supercar territory. Ergonomically, it is supreme luxury. It is smoother than a Rolls-Royce. You have zero vibration. You have Apple CarPlay. You are in a bubble of silence. This is the corner carving couch. The double wishbone front. Suspension separates steering from braking, meaning you can brake incredibly late into corners without the bike diving. Skilled riders can drag the foot pegs on this beast effortlessly. Wingman Wayne says he takes his Goldwing to track days. Yes, track days. He says the look on people's faces when he passes them in the expert group while listening to jazz music is the greatest feeling in the world. Look for them at Honda dealerships. Look for the Tour model if you want the trunk. A brand new model ranges from $25,000 to $33,000. Used ones go for $18,000 to $24,000. The Goldwing is high-tech, but our next bike is brute force wrapped in plastic. It looks generic, but it hides a superbike energy. Number 4. Kawasaki Concours 14. This bike suffers from looking incredibly generic. It looks like a big plastic scooter. It has huge panniers and a massive windshield. It looks like the kind of bike you buy when you have given up on fun. But under that plastic is the heart of a monster. The engine is taken directly from the Kawasaki Ninja ZX14. That is the hyperbike that rivals the Hayabusa. It is a 1,352 cubic centimeter inline 4 with variable valve timing. It makes 155 horsepower. It hits 155 miles per hour without breaking a sweat. It is ferociously fast. Ergonomically, it is big and roomy. It feels substantial. It uses a monocoque frame that acts as a massive airbox, making the bike feel incredibly stiff and responsive. It is heavy at low speeds, but weightless at high speeds. This is the budget Hyper Tourer. It gives you near superbike acceleration with all-day comfort. It is perfect for the rider who wants ZX14 power, but needs to carry a laptop and a rain suit. Connie Carl says the variable valve timing is addictive. He says below 4,000 RPM, it is a gentle tourer, but above 6,000 RPM, it turns into a screaming missile. Kawasaki stopped making them recently, so the used market is your friend. They are shocking value. Brand new models are no longer available. Used ones can be found for $5,000 to $9,000. From Japanese speed, we go to British excess. This next bike has the largest engine in the world, yet people still think it's a slow cruiser. Number 3. Triumph Rocket 3. You walk up to this bike and you laugh. It looks like a cartoon. The engine is so big, it looks fake. The rear tire is 240 millimeters wide. It weighs 641 pounds. It looks like it would handle like a dump truck, but Triumph worked magic on the chassis. And that engine is a force of nature. It has the largest production motorcycle engine in the world, a 2,500 cubic centimeter triple. That is 2.5 liters. It makes 165 horsepower and 163 foot-pounds of torque. Check Triumph dealers. Look for the newer 2,500cc models, not the older 2,300cc ones. A new one costs $25,000. Used ones are $18,000 to $22,000. The Rocket is a muscle bike, but our next bike is confusing. It looks like a cruiser, but it is built by the Ferrari of motorcycles. Number 2. Ducati Diavel V4. The Diavel is confusing. Is it a cruiser? Is it a sport bike? It has a low seat, forwardish controls, and a long wheelbase. It looks like Ducati's attempt at a Harley V-Rod. It looks like it should be for posing at cafes. But Diavel means devil, and this bike is possessed. It uses the V4 Gran Turismo engine from the Multistrada. It makes 168 horsepower. It weighs only 490 pounds dry. That power-to-weight ratio is insane for a cruiser. It hits 160 miles per hour. Ergonomically, it is unique. You sit low in the bike. The bars are wide, but the foot pegs are mid-mounted, allowing you to stand up and push the bike into corners. It is the most comfortable Ducati ever made. This is the Super Cruiser. It handles better than most naked sport bikes. It is for the rider who wants the relaxed look of a cruiser, but the speed of a Panigale. 𝐑𝐈𝐃𝐃 says he brings it to track days in the intermediate group. He says people laugh until he passes them on the outside of a sweeper. The bike defies physics. Look at Ducati dealerships. The V4 is the new model, so used prices are still high. A brand new one is $27,000. Used ones are $22,000 to $25,000. If you love these sleepers, hit subscribe. We post new lists every week. We have seen 2.5-liter engines and flat sixes, but the #1 bike is a legend. It is a bike that was banned in certain countries. It is the original Widowmaker. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe for more motorcycle content. Number 1. Yamaha VMAX 1700. This is the king of sleepers. It looks like a muscle cruiser from the 1980s. It has giant air scoops. It looks heavy, industrial, and clunky. It looks like it can't turn, and honestly, it can't turn very well. But in a straight line, it is a weapon of mass destruction. It features a 1,679 cubic centimeter V4 engine. It makes 200 horsepower, 200 on a cruiser. It has 123 foot-pounds of torque. It is electronically limited to 135 miles per hour, but it gets there faster than you can scream. Ergonomically, you sit upright, wind in your face. The tank is under the seat. The seat is supportive to stop you from sliding off the back when you hit the gas. Yamaha stopped making them in 2020. They are becoming collector's items. Find a clean one and keep it forever. Brand new models are no longer available. Used ones range from $15,000 to $20,000. There you have it. 12 bikes that prove looks can be deceiving. From the touring comfort of the Goldwing to the raw violence of the VMAX, these sleepers prove that you don't need a sport bike to go fast. You just need to know what to look for. Click this video right here. Click that like button, subscribe, and ride safe.